Hello Internet, and welcome to, I think, what will actually be the final video of my Worlds 22 preparation. It's been a long day. Again, if you haven't seen any or many of the previous videos, as I have mentioned in them, I have recorded this all in one day. I started recording the Showdown videos that went on last Monday, as you're watching this. Like in the afternoon, like maybe 4 or so in the afternoon, and it's getting towards 10 at night now, so it's been quite a while, quite a long day of Pokemon, but it's been good because, it's been a long time since I've had a full day of playing Pokemon, and it's Worlds preparation, at Worlds you need to play for long periods of time, so mentally, good mental preparation, that's what I'm trying to say. If my brain has the ability to make words anymore. But there's a couple of things that you might notice on here that we don't normally see. Spectria and Seismitoad. Still a pretty scary team though. Just the trio of Zacian, Kyogre and Tornadus, is alone. Those three are threats. Okay. It has been good that I've been playing these games on the Switch, because I have needed to get back into playing on the Switch instead of being so used to playing on Showdown, as well. I'm not going to play any more games on Showdown now, and I think this is hopefully going to be the last video that I'm going to be, doing battles with in this as well. So these are going to be my last Switch games too, before Worlds. So I hope they're good. We've, climbed the ladder on here reasonably well. I need to lead Whimsicott. And you know what? I'm actually going to lead with Calyrex. I didn't normally lead with it, but I am going to lead with Calyrex here. Kyurem definitely in the back. And Regieleki in the back as well. I didn't know if we would have enough time to get up to Master Ball. Obviously, I could get up to Master Ball if I, played a few more games, but just because it is getting a bit late, and we have actually been getting some somewhat competitive games through these videos as well, and that's all I really needed, just time to get used to the Switch again. So okay, it's Kyogre leading. Kind of wish I'd led with Regieleki then. I was scared off leading Regieleki because I thought they might lead with well, there was the potential for them to lead with the Seismitoad, and do naughty business with that. Now Tornadus always just Icy Wind turn 1. This is a bit of a pain actually. I don't like this lead anymore. But we'll just throw some damage out. We'll see if they Tailwind or if they're just going to go for an Icy Wind. Oh, they do actually Tailwind. Okay. The one Tornadus that actually does Tailwind straight away. Are they Scarfed? They're not Scarfed. Okay. You really don't see many Scarfed Kyogre anymore. Which is, I suppose, a bit of a relief. They are quite annoying to play against. Critical Hit does help us out there a bit. An Origin Pulse does leave both of my Pokemon nice and neatly on 16 HP. Getting a critical hit in return on my Whimsicott. Okay. Well, I think I'm safe to just Helping Hand in Astral Barrage again, aren't I? The only way he could survive here is by Dynamaxing his Kyogre. That critical hit the turn before did actually put it in range of this now. Yeah, okay. You doing any scary facing? No. Actually, yeah, it is getting a bit late, isn't it? I'm getting to the point where I'm not thinking through my moves a little bit more now, and this is good to note because this could happen on a long day of playing Pokemon, in the real world. I should have taken a bit more time that turn because there was the possibility of the Tornadus going for Scary Face into my Calyrex, so I should have Encored. I should have tried to Encore the Tornadus there. because then, you know, only a mental herb would have allowed it to do that. But I suppose if I did do that, then the Kyogre probably would have survived there as well. So, I mean, and this isn't a great position for us to be in either, because I do expect the Seismitoad to Airstream into Calyrex here as well. But their Kyogre just protected. I don't think they're going to be Dynamaxing their Kyogre, and they don't. So I'm Encoring that into Protect. And it's just a Sludge Bomb into Calyrex. Okay. Fine. Life Orb. So my Kyurem comes in now. And now I'm scared of the Zacian, which is going to be coming in for Kyogre, don't you think? Do I make a big boy play and like Max Quake into the Kyogre slot, even though if the Kyogre stays in it can protect this turn? We both Tailwinded on the same turn, didn't we? I think Seismitoad will be faster than Kyurem here as well, even though I am Scarfed, just because of the Swift Swim. Else it would be nice to keep Whimsicott around, Tailwind again in the future. But I do need to get rid of... I mean, I probably should have just Helping Handed here. I do need to get rid of the Seismitoad. Yeah, I was thinking like Max Quake. If I Max Quake into that slot, then that's, you know, Helping Hand Max Quake into that slot. Then that's the Zacian gone. But if the Kyogre did just stay in there, then I really should have Helping Handed. Because they're probably going to knock out my Whimsicott here. I think a Freeze Dry does just knock Seismitoad out, but I've definitely not been thinking clearly while playing this game. I've definitely made some mistakes. Oh, Freeze Dry. Okay. Well, that's good to know. That's good to learn. That my Scarf Kyurem is actually still faster than a Seismitoad with Swift Swim. So actually, you know, technically it works out better that I didn't go for a Helping Hand there. So both the Tailwinds have worn out now. So I've got Regieleki in the back. I've still got my Dynamax potential. I think I'm happy just to... no, what am I happy just to do? I don't need to Tailwind unless I want to Dynamax Kyurem and Max Quake. But if I do that, I'm not sure it'll knock Zacian out. But if it doesn't, it should be in range of like an Electro Web from... Yeah, I'm going to do it. Just because I haven't done this very often in any of these games that I've been recording. Just like the utility of Kyurem to be able to, you know, spam fast icy winds, but also to have the ability to Dynamax and pull out a completely different move. So now we are choice locked into Freeze Dry, but like, yeah, if this is a bulky Zacian, I'm not sure it's going to knock it out. But if it doesn't, it'll be close, and hopefully Regieleki will be able to finish things off. Yeah, it doesn't. I'm a little bit worried now. I'm a little bit concerned. Because I'm going to have to Electro Web, aren't I? Yeah, maybe I have played this end game very wrong. What was the alternative? Just freeze drying into the Kyogre and doing what with Whimsicott? Nothing. Then Regieleki comes in, and it's just Regieleki versus, with a Dynamax versus Zacian. Now, it's not a 100% that I survive a Behemoth Blade, if they're adamant. The rain has just stopped, so I think as long as I do hit my Electro Web, I think I'm fine. I mean, do I even have to Electro Web? I could just Wild Charge the Zacian, but the thing is, if the Zacian protects, you know, they get another Origin Pulse next turn, but if I just Electro Web twice, I think 2 Electro Webs does knock the Kyogre out here. So Electro Web is the better move to go for, I believe. We are Assault Vested as well. Okay, well, we just knock it out. We are Assault Vested, and the sun has, the rain has gone, so I do think we would have survived an Origin Pulse at that point. But yeah, I don't know, like, that was a little bit of a tricky end game. I feel like I didn't play it that well, but I don't know what I could have done differently. Yeah, if I just freeze dried, I mean, the Kyogre did have the potential to protect there as well. But then, you know, there's the potential to encore the turn after as well. If I just freeze dried, let's say they protect, whatever. They Behemoth Blade, Kyurem, knock it out. Whimsicott doesn't really do anything that turn. Next turn, I encore the Kyogre. I Dynamax my Regieleki, Max Lightning the Zacian, do, you know, what, 70% or whatever. They Behemoth Blade my Regieleki. If I survive, I win the game. If I don't, I'll lose. So I guess the alternative to the way that I just played that there was assuming Regieleki would have survived the Behemoth Blade. Normally it does. But if that was an Adamant Zacian, then it might not have. So that might have been the better way to play it. But also, I mean, the way I played it did make sense at the time as well, because if I put the Zacian in range of an Electro Web like I did, then I can just Electro Web an Electro Web, but that assumes that Regieleki is going to survive like an Origin Pulse from Kyogre as well there, which single target, I'm not sure. If the rain was up, single target, I'm not sure about that, because the rain went down. We would have survived it. So yeah, there were options to playing that end game there. But that person gave us some good points, and I'm appreciative of them. But yeah, I do recognise that I am getting a little bit tired now. It is getting a bit late. I have played a lot of Pokemon today, and I have made a conscious effort to put effort into these games as well. I think I know this person. This might be someone who is playing at Worlds. So I really hope they don't screenshot this and put it on Twitter. Yeah, I really hope they don't do that. or even tell their friends. In fact, yeah, I kind of want to just forfeit this. Because I know this person's playing at Worlds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lead completely wrongly. And I'm going to forfeit. Because I don't care about, you know, the ladder points on here. You know, they can have that. The most important thing for preparing for Worlds is that whatever I do now gives me the best chance of winning at Worlds. I'm not going to gain any information from playing this game, unless I'm just sort of make funny moves just to scout out their items, which I don't really care to. But still, I see they lead with Thundurus and Zacian now. In fact, it might be an idea to... Like this, like I was just gonna forfeit. Actually, yeah, maybe I do. Maybe I should just forfeit because they're gonna get information from me as well. They're gonna find out Whimsicott isn't Sash, Urshifu's not Sash. So yeah, I'm just gonna forfeit. So yeah, I mean the whole point in me doing this Worlds preparation today is that I have a better chance of winning games at Worlds by playing that game and potentially giving them information about my team that they could, you know, tell their friends about, and that's not good. So I don't mind just forfeiting that game. But, you know, I recognise the name, and, you know, maybe there's been some people that I've played that I didn't recognise the name of that are also going to be at Worlds. You never know. But I just didn't want to show any information. So, yeah, so we can, you know, whatever. But they led Zashi and Thunderous. Can bear that in mind if I play them at Worlds. But yeah, I didn't want to give him any other information. Okay, Nath, also rank 8. Okay. This was a popular team a few months ago, wasn't it? With the Gigantamax Blastoise. They normally lead with the Blastoise, and actually it was... A lot of people started using Wakanberry, didn't they, as well? So I'm going to lead Butterfree and Regieleki, and I'm going to have my Kyurem and Calyrex in the back. And that is my plan. And I'm going to stick with it. Okay, right. Just had Galarian Zigzagoon Community Day in Pokemon Go. At time of recording, anyway. Right, Incineroar and Regieleki. Not what I expected. I also actually, I've mentioned in videos in the past, I don't know which one now, but I mentioned in the past that I've ended up with the Salt Vest on this Regieleki, but I did try with Magnet and I did try with Life Orb. The other consideration actually was White Herb for Intimidates and for Regieleki Mirrors, so that if they do Electroweb me, you know, go back up to neutral and, you know, kind of win the mirror. So White Herb, I need to think about what I'm doing here, don't I? White Herb was a, you know, in theory a pretty cool idea. Alright, Kyurem, Calyrex. Oh man, no. I'm messing up now. I'm just going to try and Electroweb, but I think they're probably going to fake out my Regieleki just because the fake out the Protect on Butterfree is quite obvious. Okay. None of that. Unfortunately, Regieleki at -2 speed is still faster than Butterfree, I'm pretty sure. Alright, well, Wild Charge that's an interesting move to go for. They really don't like my Butterfree, do they? Okay. Yeah, they do not like my Butterfree. Alright, I think I'm going to try and put the Regieleki to sleep. And I am going to just try and Electroweb again. They're actually Dynamaxing. If they go for Max Lightning, then obviously I can't put it to sleep. I mean, we'll find out now, won't we? But I'm pretty sure that -2 Regieleki is still faster than Butterfree. But, I mean, they are using their Dynamax on a Pokemon that is going to be at -2 speed after this, unless they go for an Airstream. Oh! Well, that's a pleasant surprise. I'm going to have to look that up. Because I'm sure Regieleki's faster at -2 still, isn't it? I guess not. Either that, or they're just using a modest, adamant, not plus speed nature Regieleki. I wouldn't have minded the burn that turn. Oh, okay. We see that we can put the Incineroar to sleep as well. That's good. That's good information. And actually, I will do that. And I mean, I wanted to start getting damage on stuff. So I am going to wild charge the Incineroar as well. I'm a little bit concerned about if they withdraw the Regieleki. Like, I'm concerned about the Regieleki in the future. Potentially. So I'm thinking maybe I do want to start airstreaming with my Regieleki, because their team is quite offensive with Zacian and Calyrex, and speed is key in games like this. So maybe now I do go for just a Rage Powder and I Max Lightning their... I'm going to Max Lightning their Incineroar because they are at -2 speed. If I knock the Incineroar out, that's great for my Calyrex. Even if they wake up and go for an Airstream, they're still going to be at -1 speed. I will still be faster, and they're not going to be Dynamax next turn, and I will have the Electric Terrain up, so I will threaten the knockout on their Regieleki with Max Lightning as well. Which is why I didn't really think there's much point in going from Max Lightning into Regieleki this turn when I can just get the knockout on Incineroar instead. Zacian's not going to want to come into this. Calyrex isn't really going to want to come into this. Blastoise isn't going to come into this. And they stay asleep as well, actually. That's worked out really well for me. Okay, so here's Calyrex. I do want to break a potential sash on the Calyrex. But also I do want to knock out their Regieleki. I don't want to get electrowebbed by their Regieleki. I mean, I'm assuming that a Wild Charge knocks out their Regieleki from here. It might not. But I think I'm going to protect because it's going to be spread moves either way. Maybe Butterfree is better to go down here. Actually. I don't know, because if I do knock the Regieleki out, yeah, I'm going to try and knock their Regieleki out. Calyrex can wait for a turn, especially because to make sure it's going to be slower than mine, I'm going to either Electro Web it or Icy Wind it, which will break the sash anyway. Ah, damn, no, that doesn't knock out Regieleki. That's not good. In fact, that's quite bad. Okay, it's not too bad because I think I will survive another Astral... Yeah, I will survive another Astral Barrage. But this could have been better, I guess. Yeah, I mean, they're going to Astral Barrage, so it doesn't matter what we do with Butterfree. I will just Rage Powder, just, you know, for the sake of it. So they're going to Astral Barrage. I should hopefully survive. And then... You know what, I'm not sure. I'm going to Airstream their Calyrex. I think... If my Regieleki survives this turn, which I think it might, then that's a critical hit. The game is still okay, I think. I think the game is still okay. Maybe. If they withdraw their Regieleki, like, I think they've made a mistake by keeping their Regieleki in this whole time. But yeah. That critical hit has messed me up, I think. Because I'm sure my Regieleki was going to survive that Astral... I mean, we saw the last turn. Like, I was going to survive that. And the Electroweb afterwards. I would have broken the sash on their Calyrex. I would have been back up to -1. Actually, so their Calyrex still would have been faster than me the turn after. Okay, let's put these out. What they should do is protect their Calyrex and withdraw Regieleki into Zacian. But even when they do that, I don't think it can take 2 Astral Barrages. I think I'm alright still, as long as my Icy Wind hits their Calyrex here. Okay, good. Good. Good, good, good. And the game still isn't over, but I have got a +1 Calyrex facing a Zacian with a single target Astral Barrage coming. I'm locked into Icy Wind, and Calyrex should survive a Behemoth Blade unless they are adamant, and if they're adamant, then they have got a chance to knock me out. But I think we're fine. I think we're fine. Icy Wind hits. I mean, I think they should put it in range. Like, if they're really bulky, maybe it'll survive. But if it does just survive, then, like, surely it'll be an Icy Wind range next turn. Yeah, it just knocks it out. Single target. Of course, it's going to knock it out. Single target damage. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. So, I will look for one more game. And hopefully we can finish this on a high. Because yeah, I felt pretty good. I felt pretty good so far. A bit tired. I don't feel like I've made the best moves, especially in that first game, but I feel confident with the team. I do feel pretty good with the team. And I know you're probably, you know, looking at this, oh, he's just in rank 8, he's just in Great Ball and whatever. It doesn't really matter. Like, the people that I'm playing do, you know, somewhat know what they're doing. And this is more just me to get used to playing on the Switch again. Because, you know, I haven't played on the Switch. You know, I played in a couple of the Players' Cups in 2020. You know, that's not a real-life tournament. I got my World's 2020 invite, you know, through the 2019 season. By winning the regional and whatever. I've played as few games on the Switch as I could get away with, basically, and this is my day of, you know, making amends for that. Playing a lot of games on the Switch, getting used to the Switch, away from Showdown, and it's been alright. We're what, 17-5, we'll say, which isn't the best, but it's not the worst. 5 because we just forfeit that last game, didn't we? Because I knew the person. Oh, that's a cool team. Clonk. This is actually a very awkward team because they've got the potential to Trick Room and Tailwind. Gengar is not something you see every day, but it could have Trick Room. Palkia could have Trick Room. I do kind of want to lead with Kyurem here. Kyurem looks really good against the team, but for that Zacian. I have to lead with Whimsicott, don't I? You know, I'm just going to make the call now that they're not going to Trick Room. So I'm just going to erase the Trick Room potential from my selection of Team Preview here. So I am going to match their Tailwinds with Whimsicott if my controller selects it. There you go, if it connects. And I'm going to lead with Calyrex again, which isn't something I normally do. But I feel like we should here. And just Regieleki in the back again. Like, I do like Regieleki because it's just faster than Zacian. It's been a long day. Played a lot of Pokemon. Do I feel prepared for Worlds? Yes. Do I think I'm going to do well at Worlds? Not really. I hope it's going to be fun. I hope I'll enjoy it. I'm glad I didn't lead with Kyurem. But let's see if we can just end this on a win then. So I expect them to protect and Icy Wind. But I'm just going to Tailwind and throw out attacks. I don't think my Calyrex is as important as it has been in some other games. Especially because I normally want my Calyrex to deal with Zacian. And Zacian's just right there. So if I can get damage on it now, then I'm happy. If they protect an Icy Wind, I can Encore the next turn. If they just Icy Wind and Behemoth Blade, well, then I think I'm alright still. Okay, they're Dynamaxing the Tornadus. Didn't expect this. Did not expect this. Were they expecting me to taunt them or something? This is interesting. Not what I expected at all. Okay, we're getting some decent damage on both of them. We're probably going to lose Calyrex here though. Yeah, that's just a 2-shot on Zacian, potentially. Especially if they Airstream into the Whimsicott. That would be good, because I think, I mean, again, we should survive this. Yeah, that's what we're EV to survive. But Airstream, yeah, okay, it's into the Calyrex as well. They were expecting a Focus Sash. Alright, really not what I was expecting. But Regieleki comes in quite happy now, I think, doesn't it? Life Orb Tornadus. Okay. It's good to play games like this where people do different stuff. Raichu. Forgot they had Raichu. That's actually not good. Yeah, that's really not good. Do I think they'll bring it? If they do bring it in, they're going to swap the Zacian for it. So they've probably got Palkia in the back. Like, have they got Raichu or not? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I hope not. I hope not, because I'm Max Lightning the Zacian. Okay, no switches, no switches. Wouldn't surprise me if they do just protect the Zacian this turn then. Okay, or not. So they're at +1 speed. They're potentially going to be at +2 speed after this turn. So I do need to be wary of these Tailwind turns and speed stats and whatnot. Could reduce a special attack here as well. No, we haven't got a Moonblast drop for a while, have we? But Whimsicott's gone. Which isn't too bad, actually, having Whimsicott gone now, but it does mean that I need to knock Tornadus out next turn, doesn't it? So I'm in Tailwind. I've got how many more turns of Tailwind left? I used Tailwind. Then that turn. I think that was the first turn of Tailwind, wasn't it? So I've got 2 more turns of Tailwind left. So my Kyurem will be faster than their Tornadus now. Still, I believe. I'm in Tailwind and Scarfed. They're at +2. Palkia. Okay, that's kind of what I hoped to see. because I can just one-shot that. I threaten 2 knockouts now. I can just Max Lightning and Freeze Dry. What can they do to stop that? They've still got the potential for Raichu in the back. That is a little bit scary. But if I leave the Palkia alone, it could Trick Room. Do you think I could max Airstream? Do you think an Airstream knocks out Tornadus from there? Let's go for it. Tornadus isn't very bulky. Okay. Could have been a worse outcome. I'm guessing since I didn't swap anything in there, they probably don't have Raichu in the back. And I should have one more turn of Tailwind, so both my Pokemon do outspeed and threaten the Tornadus still. It's actually Gengar in the back. That's an interesting choice. And I'm glad that Freeze Dry, you know, hits it too. Yeah, one more turn of Tailwind. It's behind my face, but yeah, one more turn of Tailwind. And Regieleki is still Dynamaxed. Yeah, I'm safe, aren't I? Even if this Gengar's got, like, if they Tailwind with Tornadus and disable my Kyurem with Gengar, I don't think there's much they can do here. Okay, well, they are Tailwinding. I'm still going to be faster, though. Well, there we go. I mean, I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good with the team. I mean, I know that I haven't been really playing against the cream of the crop here ever, but again, like I'm saying, this is just really to get my brain working, used to playing on Showdown again. Not Showdown, the opposite of Showdown. You know, getting me used to playing on the Switch again. And I feel pretty good about these games. You know, we haven't had the best record. But there has been a couple of games that we lost that I've recognised what I should have done. Yeah, I feel you know pretty comfortable with this. I think I'm quite happy. I'm quite happy with this. Yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah. I think that's going to be it then. And that was my World's Preparation 2022. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I don't know if I'll do like a proper like video team report of this team, like with all the spreads and everything. But, well, you can't see there because my face is in the way. In fact, I'll just go into the summaries. Yeah, so, but actually, well, you've seen all the moves, haven't you? It's all the EVs that I haven't told you yet. I mean, I do like a team where every move is used. I think in all of the games, like we have done a lot of games, but like through all of the games today, we've definitely used Hurricane, we've definitely used Sleep Powder, Rage Powder, and Protect. We have Close Combat, we have Wicked Blow, we haven't Sucker Punched at any point. That's actually an interesting point. I could, because there has been times where I've wanted to protect my Urshifu, but just not been able to. That might be an idea. That might be an idea, to put Detect on Urshifu. We'll see. But I've not Sucker Punched at all today. Yep. We've used all those moves. We have actually Draco Meteored. I I hardly ever Draco Meteors, like, through the whole time I've been using this team, pretty much. Freeze Dry, yeah. Earth Power, yeah. Icy Wind, definitely. I had been considering... That's what I was considering, isn't it? This is going to sound really stupid, but I had been considering Flash Cannon over Draco Meteor, just because if I lead Butterfree and Grimmsnarl or whatever, and they lead Incineroar or Grimmsnarl, if I lead, I think I'm getting tired out. I'm getting names all wrong. If I lead Butterfree and Kyurem and they lead Incineroar and Grimmsnarl, then I don't really have good ways of touching the Grimmsnarl, and I just want to get rid of it sometimes. But, you know, one, Flash Cannon, Max Steel Spike would allow me to just get rid of it. And two, Groudon is actually a bit of a problem for this team as well. Draco Meteor is very good for Groudon with the Max Wormwind and stuff, but I suppose, you know, Steel Spike kind of does the same sort of thing. It lowers and raises the same elements that they're attacking with, you know, the attack stat. But yeah, I'm happy with Draco Meteor there. Moonblast, yep. Encore, yep. Tailwind, yep. Helping Hand, yep. And Wild Charge, definitely. Bounce, yes, we have. In Dynamax form, Electro, definitely. Assurance, we have. Not many times that we have used Max Darkness. Yeah, so that's the team. That is the team. Yeah, I'm Gigantamax Butterfree. Just in case, you know, I do want to Dynamax Butterfree. And, you know, make them maybe think, make them wonder if, oh, maybe he's got a bug attack, you know, because they see that form of Gigantamax instead of the Dynamax. But yeah, okay, I'm happy with the team. I do feel comfortable with it. I do feel somewhat confident with it. I think there's a 50-50 chance I get through day one. If I do get through day one, I'll be very happy considering I've not played Pokemon for the last 2 years. Really. But if I get through, brilliant, fantastic. If I don't, I'm just going to enjoy my time in London, you know, while I'm there. Have it as a holiday. So, I guess that's it, you know. I guess that is it, after all, you know. Don't know what to say. You've seen it all. My Worlds preparation. For today, at least. You know, you haven't seen... You know, I have been building this since the end of January this year, so a lot of work has gone into this team. I don't plan on doing any more games until I'm sat down round 1 on Thursday. Thank you very much for watching this. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's been a journey for you as well. Keep your fingers crossed for me. I'll see you when I see you again.